When you start to pursue your goals, the one thing that you're going to get for free is advice from others. And it is great if this advice helps you. But if this unsolicited advice actually makes you feel agitated or frustrated, then this episode can help you. So in this episode, we're going to look at how to develop a thick skin, which is going to help you to pursue your goals with a lot of peace and a lot less drama. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Up It and the Actionables podcast. My name is Payton. What you're trying to do is already difficult. You don't want to make it even more difficult by getting affected by what others are going to say to you about you and your goals. Hence the need to develop a thick skin. Like when I started Up It, I received so much expert advice from people around me with zero business experience that they told me that I was crazy to leave my corporate job and to get into developing a coaching platform. They told me that it would never work, and still here I am. Like there I was already doubting myself, and I had so many people who were close to me, and in their defense, with their best intentions, they were looking out for me. But that is not what I needed at that moment. So the next best thing to do, what I learned, was to develop a thick skin. So logically, it makes sense that when you are trying to pursue a goal, you would not do anything that does not help you or serve you to reach that goal, right? But when you end up getting affected by people around you about the goal that you are trying to pursue, that goes against logic. So my suggestion is to not get affected by others, and I hope I have impressed upon you the importance of developing a thick skin. Comment below and tell me, have you received unsolicited advice from others, and how was your experience? I'm curious to know. So now let's get into the benefits of developing a thick skin. Benefit number one is it can help you be a lot less reactive. Without developing a thick skin, we may take criticism a little too personally. So if we learn to develop a thick skin for ourselves, we can be a lot less reactive. That way, we will not be taking things too personally. And trust me, you will end up saving so much of your mental energy, which you can then use to pursue your goals. Benefit number two is when you stop taking criticism too personally and stop listening to what others have to say, you increase the chances a lot more of listening to yourself. Earlier, if you were getting affected by what others had to say about you and your goals, you can now focus on what you think about the goals that you want to pursue for yourself. It can help you become more self-assured and increase your confidence levels, skills that are vital to pursuing any goals in life. And the final benefit of developing a thick skin is it can make you a lot more emphatic towards others. I strongly believe that one should stand up for themselves and for their goals. When you're in the process of developing a thick skin for yourself, there are two ways to go about it. I don't endorse the idea of being a jerk about it. Let me explain. You don't need to be necessarily aggressive about it, which is mostly the common way to go about it. You can choose to have a more peaceful and calm approach. You can choose to not give weightage to other people's opinions by simply honoring your feelings and choosing to pursue your goals irrespective of what others have to say. Some of the battles that are best won are not won by being aggressive. You don't need to get rattled by what others have to say about what you are trying to do. So when you choose to develop a thick skin for yourself, you don't need to be aggressive about it. You can choose to follow the non-violent path, and that means no violence in terms of even your thoughts. You can simply choose to ignore it. What is that saying? Silence speaks louder than words. Understand that when you're in the process of developing a thick skin, you have a choice on how to go about it. You can choose to respect your goals over the opinions of other people. You just don't have to be brash about it. So in the end, a gentle reminder that what you're trying to do is already hard. You don't have to make it harder by getting affected by other people's opinions. Never take advice from somebody who's not an expert with what you're trying to achieve. Only take advice from somebody who has already achieved or has expertise with what you are trying to achieve. So that does it for this episode. If that resonated with you, then don't forget to give it a like and share it with a friend. If you want further tips on how to move toward your goal without struggling, then do check out these videos next. I will meet you in the next episode. Till then, remember, what you want matters, and it's really up to you to make it happen.